Hello and welcome to my channel. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Steph, and excuse the lack of makeup, but I just want to get this video uploaded. So today we will be looking through my collection and decluttering a few maybe. This is all primers, foundations, concealers, setting powders, setting sprays. So yeah, if you would like to see what I own and what I part with, then just keep on watching. Okay, so we are going in with primers first. Going in with, yeah. So I have a couple here that are new and I haven't tried yet. So these will definitely be staying. So this one here is the Makeup Academy MUA Pro Base Primer Oil. I've wanted to try this for such a long time. It's been sat in my box of shame for ages, but I 100% want to give it a try. So I'm gonna definitely be keeping that. And also the Essence Catching Clouds Cloud Touch Mousse Primer. This again I haven't tried yet, so it's going to be staying. Okay, so let's move on to Kiko Conscious Vegan Face Primer and Serum. I haven't used this that much, so I'm still building an opinion on it. So yeah, I am going to keep it. Yes. Okay, and on to one that I know I can part with. I don't know why, but I cannot for the life of me get on with this. This is the e.l.f. Mint Melt Cooling Face Primer. It is like putting glue on my face. It does not feel nice in the slightest, so that one is definitely being decluttered. And then next up, let's get here. This is the Sample Beauty Infinity in One Beauty Gel. This is beautiful and I believe a great dupe for one of my favourite primers like at all, and that is the Hydra Veil from Illamasqua. This one's like a jelly and this is kind of like a jelly, but they do the same thing, and yeah, so cheaper alternative, but this is still one of my favourites. Both will be staying. I absolutely love them. Okay. Here's one that I can part with. So this is the Ordinary High Adherence Silicone Primer. I used to get on with this better when my skin was super oily, but I haven't used it in ages and I just never ever reach for it. So it is just taking up space, so that is being decluttered. We have here this Essence Prime and Studio Hydrating and Skin Refreshing Primer. So far I'm loving this. It feels really nice on the skin, it feels really hydrating. I love that it's got coconut water and hyaluronic acid. I don't know about 24-hour hydration. I still put a moisturiser on underneath, but yes, I'm going to be keeping a hold of that. And also I'll be keeping a hold of, because I still need to try this some more. This is the Revolution Glow Beam Dream Face and Body Illuminating Primer. It is very, very illuminating, like very. I don't know if I can actually show you on my hand. Let's have a look-see here. Put a little bit on. This is super, super glowy. Yeah, you can. Look at that. Can you see that on camera? It's like little shimmer particles. So yeah, I am going to keep hold of that. Excuse the state of my hands, they are dried out. I can't find what I've done with my hand cream, so yeah, apologies. And I rushed the nail varnish, so it's a little bit messy. Anyways, that's not what we're here for. So I am going to move on. I have 3 here from Catrice and I absolutely love all 3 of these. So we have the Catrice One Step Skin Perfector, the what's it called, Clean ID Insta Bright Serum Primer, and this one is my favourite from Catrice. This is the Tensational 10-in-1 Dream Primer. I have raved about this so many times on my channel. All 3 of these I love. Catrice does amazing face products. So yes, all 3 of those will be staying. Oh, crikey, let's move some more of these in. This one is new to me. I've only used it a couple of times, I believe. This is the Be Perfect Perfection Primer Silky Matte. So far I I think I like it. I do need to try it out some more. So yeah, I won't part with that one. And here we have the e.l.f. Illuminating Primer Mist. This one I have been torn about because every time I think of getting rid of it, I don't know. I don't use it. I don't use spray primers. No, Steph, come on. Too many. That is being decluttered. And I have two of the e.l.f. the Poreless Putty Primer and the Luminous Putty Primer. Put them in so you can see. I love both of these. So yeah, I'm easy keep. Or two easy keeps. And another easy keep is the She Glam Birthday Skin Primer. And this is the like pinkish one. I love this. Don't love the packaging where you get the fingerprints all over, but I absolutely love this primer. It is so nice and I highly recommend it. And what have we next? These are two of the gels. I've got sample pots from Madaj Beauty. There's their hydrogel, and there is tea tree and aloe vera. I use these as primers and they work so well as primers. They really refresh your skin, so they're staying. And another favourite, I have a backup of both this and the Illamasqua Hydra Veil. The Too Faced Hangover Replenishing Face Primer. I love this. If I am not sure about the foundation, if I'm not quite sure what to put under it, this is my go-to. This is my go-to. So I have a backup. I love it. I know it's more expensive. But yes, so worth it. So worth it. In my eyes, that's my opinion. I'll get that in there quick. Then what have we here? The Revolution Onyx Primer. This is the Blurring and Mattifying Black Gel Primer. I don't know what I think of this. I'm put off by it being black. And I can't seem to get past that. So I am gonna, definitely declutter that. Right, that's aside. And then we have the MUA Makeup Academy Pro Base Soothe and Cool Primer Stick. I have only used this a couple of times, but I really enjoyed it. It left my skin feeling really hydrated, and also it had a really nice tack to it. Not generally a fan of the stick ones, but I'll make an exception for this because it is so good. I am not doing so well here. And then I have this Revolution Star Primer. It's the Water Gel Primer with anise extract. I'm not the hugest fan, so it's pretty much full and I just don't reach for it. So that one is going in the declutter pile. And then I have the Flawless Colour Correct Primer from Barry M. I've used this once, maybe twice. I don't know what I think of it. Do I need to play with this some more? Yeah, I'm going to keep hold of this for now. If I don't reach for it or I find I don't like it, it will go in the next declutter. But that is a keep for now. Or is that? Yeah. Yes, it is. And then we have the Madaj Beauty London, the H2O primer. I love this. This is so nice. It's really hydrating. Yeah, only good things to say. Love it. And we have 3 left. Okay, so this one here, the XX Revolution. What is it called? Cloud Elixir. Let's have a see. I'm not sure. What do you feel I can look like? Oh, so that feels so nice. It's a bit silicone-y. Oh, I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. Should I keep this one instead of the Glow? I think actually what I'm going to do is declutter the Beam Dream. So that's moved from the keep to the declutter, and I'm going to keep the Cloud Elixir. There we go. Well done, Steph. And then this is the VE Cosmetics Witchcraft Beyond the Veil Primer. VE Cosmetics, the UK indie brand I love, and this primer is awesome. Well, you can see. Bear in mind how many primers I've got. I clearly use this a lot. So that one is staying, and the last of the primers is the Huda Beauty Matte Perfection Pre-Makeup Base. I really like this. I do really like it. It's not one of my favourites, but yeah, that one's staying. So I have decluttered 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 primers. Okay guys, so now moving on to foundations. I'm going to start with the Revolution Conceal and Glow. I do really enjoy this foundation. I think it looks beautiful on the skin. Not one of my favourites, but I do really like it, so I am going to keep a hold of that one. Another easy keep is the Zoeva Authentic Skin Natural Luminous Foundation. I have 2 shades, so I have my summer and my winter shades. So for winter I've got the Artist, and for summer Creative. These look absolutely stunning on the skin. This one I believe was given to me from Nikki Raven. I was so grateful that she sent me a few bits and bobs. I contacted her to see if she wanted, I'm trying to think what it was now. I think it's the Aroma Beauty one, because I knew she wanted to try it, and yeah. So anyways, the Zoeva Authentic Skin Natural Luminous Foundation. This is one of my favourites. It looks so beautiful on the skin. Yeah, it never lets me down. Definitely will be keeping both of these so that I can wear it all year round. And another very easy keep. This is from Makeup by Lisa. I did receive this in PR. This is the Flawless Mineral Foundation in the shade Nude. I had never used like a powder or mineral foundation before trying this. I always thought it would look really powdery and, you know, just not nice on the skin. Boy, was I wrong. This makes my skin feel so silky soft. It looks so natural. It is beautiful. You can build it up. I love it. Absolutely love this. And it's the only powder or mineral foundation I own. Yeah, I think this might change my mind on trying some more. So yes, that's definitely a keep. And then next up, this is another very easy keep. This is the Nabla, what is it called? Skin Realist Beautifying Tinted Balm with Hyaluronic Acid Microspheres. I cannot speak. That's a mouthful. I do think this is a slight touch too deep, but I can make it work. So yes, at some point I more than likely will pick up a slightly lighter shade, but for now I am happy to have this. It is going to be staying. And right, how I have ended up with 3 of these, I have absolutely no idea. So this is the KVD Locket foundation. I know I wanted one for summer and one for winter, but I have 3 shades here. So I've got medium, warm, light neutral and medium neutral. Let's have a look at what these look like. So they're the 2 mediums. So the light neutral I know suits me right now. So I definitely will keep hold of this. If I really want a full coverage, just solid cake face foundation, this is the one I head to. I really like it. It's very thick and you can feel it on the skin. It doesn't look like skin. It covers everything. It gives you kind of a blank slate to work with. So I am going to keep that, and I do not need both of these. Right, so medium warm. I think it's going to be the medium neutral that's going to work for me. That's the medium warm, and then this is the medium neutral. Oh, I don't know actually. No, it is going to be the medium warm. Okay, so the medium warm, so this is 52. Oh, that was 56. So right, let me get this off my hands. So I am going to be keeping the medium warm, 52. So what number was that one? The light one was 47. So I'm going to be keeping both of these, one for summer, one for winter. But the medium neutral 56, this one is going to be decluttered. I think it's just too deep for my skin, even with a tan. Okay, so next up is the number 7 Stay Perfect foundation. I have it in the shade Calico, I believe. Yep, Calico. I really enjoy this. It's a really nice foundation. Yeah, it's got lovely coverage. I don't really know what else to say. I'm saying the same kinds of things, but it does have nice coverage. It does look beautiful on the skin, so I am going to keep hold of that. And the other number 7 one I have, the Lift and Illuminate Triple Action Serum Foundation. I also have this one in the shade Calico. This is one of my favourite foundations. I love this foundation so much. I wasn't prepared for how much I was going to fall in love with this. This looks so natural on the skin. It's so good for older skin. It is beautiful. For those of you who don't know, I am 40 and yeah, I love this. Love it. Definitely staying. And then next up I have the Uoma Beauty Say What Weightless Soft Matte Hydrating Foundation, very long name, in the shade White Pearl T2W. I really enjoy this foundation also. I like to have foundations from indie brands, so that, well, because mainly I love to support indie brands. Obviously Makeup by Lisa is an indie brand, Nabla is an indie brand, and Uoma Beauty. So yes, this will be going nowhere. I do really enjoy it. Okay, so next up, the Essence Pretty Natural Hydrating Foundation. It's got my hair stuck in it. I think this is a bit too deep for my skin tone, which is why it felt a bit off. So I may pick this up in a light shade. I have neutral suede. Yeah, let's just double check. Yeah, that's too deep, I think, even for summer. So I'm going to declutter this one, not because there's anything wrong with it, because with the colour being off, I couldn't really check what my true thoughts are. So I may pick this up because it's so cheap in a lighter shade and give it another go. But that is being decluttered. And then next up I have the Witchcraft Liquid Foundation. This is from VE Cosmetics. This is a beautiful foundation. It sits so lovely on the skin. I have it in the shade 2. It is beautiful. I really enjoy this, along with the Witchcraft, the Beyond the Veil primer. Absolutely amazing combo. I can highly recommend this. Beautiful. It is, however, very difficult to shade match yourself on the website, I will say. However, if you're the same kind of skin tone, skin color as me, 02 would work. But yes, so it is definitely worth getting the samples, because you can get the samples of the foundation on the website. You can order them. So it's definitely worth doing that, just to check, you know, that the colour's suitable for you. But yeah, I love this, and yeah, going nowhere. Okay guys, so next up I have the Juvia's Place I Am Magic Velvety Matte Foundation. I have it in the shade Capri. For some reason I seem to think this is too dark. Oh yes, yeah, too dark. I think it's the wrong undertone as well. Yeah, that, oh right, this pains me. Could I make this work? Let me just have a see. Could I make that work? No. It's just too dark. Oh my god. Yeah, sadly, this is another one that is just too deep. I think even in the summer it's going to be too deep, and also in the summer I'm going to want a more hydrating foundation, possibly lighter coverage. So I am going to declutter this, not because I don't like it, but because it is the wrong shade. So yes, quite sad about that. Definitely do want to try that in the correct shade though. So next up is the Huda Beauty. This is the Faux Filter Luminous Matte foundation. So this is the newer one that doesn't have the scent. I love the scent. Absolutely love it. But yeah, they took it away. But I love this foundation. This is very full coverage. Leaves a really flawless look. I just think it looks beautiful on the skin. I do have the original one in Toasted Coconut, which is a good summer shade for me. So I will keep hold of both of these. But yes, this one, I'm sad it doesn't have the smell. I'm sad. I love scented stuff, and the smell of the original one just makes me feel really bougie. But yes, going to keep both of those. We are not doing so well here. Okay, so I have two foundations here from Body Collection, and I think I'm going to have to keep them both. Oh. So the Long Lasting foundation I have in the shade Light Beige. This is a kind of long lasting full coverage. This is more of a full coverage, high coverage it says there. Yes, I would agree. Semi matte, yeah. These are amazing. They are so cheap. You can get them if you're in the UK in Wilko's. I don't know where else you can get them. I don't know if you can get them outside of the UK. If you can, I do recommend this. This is the Illuminating Liquid Foundation, which is a light to medium buildable coverage. I have in the shade Ecru. Beautiful foundations. This just looks so natural and so beautiful on the skin. Yeah, I can't fault them. And guys, when it comes to drugstore foundations, I'm always up for cheaper alternatives, and these are beautiful, both of them. So yes, I am going to keep hold of both of those. Okay, so now on to one that I am going to declutter just because it does not work for my skin type. It's the XX Revolution. Do you know what? It doesn't actually say which one it is. I think this is the matte one. I'm not 100% sure. It doesn't actually say, but it's the one with kind of the more, I don't know, silvery black lid. But I have it in the shade FX7. This was one that was kindly sent to me from Nikki Raven. Unfortunately, it really doesn't suit my skin. I so badly want to love it. But yeah, unfortunately, that is a declutter. So next up is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Foundation. I have the shade 5 Neutral. I'm pretty sure this is slightly too deep for me. Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely too deep. I am sad because this is a really, really nice foundation. I do really enjoy it. I do, however, have a dupe for this that is a lot more affordable. Yeah, definitely too deep. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to say a sad farewell to the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Foundation. Yeah. I may, if I see it on offer anywhere, pick it up in the shade 4. But yeah, for now, this one is going to be decluttered. I can't keep trying to use something that's too deep. It's all fair and well for filming, but for going out in public, it just looks ridiculous. So that is being decluttered. And then we have the Nabla Close-Up Futuristic Foundation. This is beautiful. It says weightless, soft focus, perfect complexion. I have it in the shade L45 Light. I love this. This is beautiful. So this is the more, gives you more coverage, whereas the Skin Realist is more of the skin tint. but I love this. And again, it's an indie brand. I love to support the indie brands, and it's a great foundation. So that one will be staying. Okay, moving on. How well are we doing here? I'm not doing too bad. So next up is the Colourpop Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Hydrating Foundation. I really like this. I do need to go in with a really light hand. More than likely, it would be amazing put on with a sponge. I do need to think, like, before filming, dampen my beauty blenders, because then I might actually remember to use them. But this, as long as it is applied with a lighter hand, it looks beautiful. If you go in heavy, it looks cakey. But I definitely want to keep a hold of this. I love it. It's staying. Okay guys, so next up I have the Catrice True Skin Hydrating Foundation. Catrice base products are just the bomb. I love their primers, their foundations, their concealers, their powders, everything. They just nail it. I have this in the shade Warm Beige. I would say it is possibly more my summer shade, but oh, I love this. Absolutely love it. My skin looks beautiful. And again, it's nice and affordable. If you are in the UK, you can pick up Catrice and Essence products on Just My Look. And if you're in the UK, it is free postage on all UK orders. So that's where I pick up my Catrice and Essence products from mainly, although Essence is also sold in Wilko's. But anyways, I'm rambling now. The True Skin Hydrating Foundation is beautiful. It is one that I recommend a lot of the time because, wow, it's affordable and really, really good. So that will be staying. Next up, the Be Perfect Chroma Cover Matte Foundation, I think could be one of my favourite foundations ever. I have fallen head over heels for this foundation. It is so, so beautiful. I'm pretty sure that since I tried it, this is the only one I've used. So that speaks volumes. It has amazing coverage, and I mean amazing, to the point that I barely used any concealer at all. It covered everything. So when it says chroma cover, it means it. It says matte. I would put it more, not luminous, but not completely matte. I think it leaves your skin looking like skin. Again, as long as you don't build it up too much, because then it will look cakey. So just go in with light layers, and yeah, this is amazing. I highly recommend this. Beautiful, beautiful foundation. So yes, of course that's staying. And then we next have the Too Faced Born This Way Undetectable Medium to Full Coverage Foundation. This is one of my favourites. I have it in the shade Almond. I didn't say what shade I had the Be Perfect in, did I? I have the Be Perfect in shade N2. So this is in the shade Almond. This is one of my favourite foundations. 100% would not part with this at all. I love it. So that is staying. However, the Too Faced Born This Way Matte 24-hour Undetectable Super Long Wear Foundation, also in the shade Almond. This I don't get on with as well. I don't know if it's because my skin's aging and it's too matte. But yes, this will be decluttered. I have no need. I've got the other Too Faced one, the one that I actually really enjoy. So this one will be decluttered. Okay, so next up is another Catrice foundation. This is the HD Liquid Coverage Foundation. I have it in the shade, what shade do I have it in? Warm Beige. I love this. This has been one of my favourites for a long time now, actually. It is so beautiful. Again, Catrice base products are just amazing. I just think they nail it. I love this. I will be keeping it. So in that goes. Next up, this is the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Hydrating Longwear Foundation. I have it in the shade 120, which is a little bit too light, but I cannot for the life of me get on with this foundation. I have tried it with different primers. I just really don't like it. It looks awful on my skin. I think if you've got younger skin, maybe. But then I've had so many people rave about this, saying it is one of their favourite foundations. I cannot make it work for me at all. So definitely being decluttered. Right, so next up, both of these foundations are from She Glam. So I initially picked up the Complexion Pro, the long-lasting breathable matte foundation. This I believe to be a very close dupe for the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Foundation. It has the same kind of texture, it lasts just as well. This is such an affordable foundation and so freaking good. This is not, you wouldn't, if you were to try this foundation and you didn't know what it was, say this was all covered and it was just a plain bottle, you would not know that this was a very affordable foundation. You would put this, well, I would definitely put it in the higher end category. I would definitely not put this as a cheap foundation, but it is, and I highly recommend it. I have it in the shade Warm Vanilla, and yeah, it's beautiful. And then also I have the Hydrating Foundation. Again, this is such a beautiful foundation. I just don't know how they do it, and how they do it for such an affordable price. It is so good. Both of them literally just last all day. My skin looks great. They work with pretty much all of my primers and powders. Yeah, an easy keep. And then we have here the MUA Makeup Academy Pro Base Longwear Matte Finish Foundation. Oh, this is gorgeous. This one is, well, full coverage, looks nice on the skin. Again, super cheap. Again, I don't know how they do it. I can't part with it. I really enjoy using it. The only thing I don't like is that it comes with a spatula like this. Not a fan of that. I wish it had a pump, but for the cheap price that it is, you can't complain. It is really good, and if you want a full coverage foundation that's really affordable, it's one I recommend. Next up is the Revolution, what is it called? Fast Base Stick Foundation in the shade F6. For some reason it won't screw up. I'm not the biggest fan of this, so yeah, it is going to be going in the declutter pile. I'm not a fan of stick foundations, but I gave it a go. Yeah, no, in the declutter. Right, okay, we've only got 3 left, and all 3 will be staying. So first up, I have the Urban Decay Stay Naked Weightless Liquid Foundation. I have it in the shade 40NN. I love this. This is one of my favourite foundations. It looks so beautiful on the skin. Your skin looks like skin. There's nothing really else to say. It's just beautiful. I love it, and I am not parting with that. And then the Anastasia Beverly Hills Luminous Foundation. I have it in the shade 220N. This is one of my absolute favourite foundations. It is just beautiful. My daughter used this actually for when she went to her prom, and she loved it too. It is such a beautiful foundation. So it works well on older skin and young skin. But yeah, absolutely gorgeous foundation. I love the bottle. And yeah, just in case you forgot that it was foundation, it is there in capital letters. Which I find highly amusing. But yes, I love this, and it definitely won't be going anywhere. And then finally for foundations, I have the Madaj Beauty London. This is the Skin Perfect Photo Ready foundation. I have it in the shade, I have got my glasses on, medium light porcelain. And this looks so beautiful on the skin. It is absolutely gorgeous. I do have a code for Madaj Beauty. Any of my codes are always listed in the description box below. None of them are affiliated. I don't gain anything from them, but they give you a discount. So yes, if you're wanting to try anything from Madaj Beauty, if you're going to be ordering something anyway and you fancy a discount, have a look in the description box below. This is beautiful. I love this foundation. I've worn this so many times. It's a really good one if I'm going out for the day and I want my skin to look really healthy and beautiful. It is amazing. So yes, definitely will be keeping that. Madaj Beauty is a UK indie brand. So guys, I have decluttered 8 foundations. Pretty good going. Okay guys, so we're now on to concealers. I don't know how many of these I will be parting with. I will grab, I have 2 new concealers that I haven't tried yet, and that is the number 7 Lift and Illuminate Triple Action Serum Concealer. I have it in the same shade as the foundation. Obviously keeping this because I haven't tried it yet. And then also the Essence Skin Loving Sensitive Concealer. It says covering and caring, non-comedogenic, plus aloe vera. I have this in the shade 10 Light. But yes, obviously I will be keeping it because I haven't tried it yet. So now on to all of the concealers that I have. So I'm first going to show the She Glam. This is the Versatile Flawless Concealer. I have it in the shade Tahiti. For some reason it is nowhere on here, but I do know that it is the shade Tahiti. This is a beautiful concealer and I use this under my eyes quite a lot. And as long as you set it with a little bit of powder, or if you've got really young skin, you know, you can set it with more powder. But I only use a tiny bit because I have older skin. But I really love this and I'm always recommending it because again, it is just so affordable and yeah, beautiful. Definitely keeping that. 3 keep. Okay, so these are e.l.f. I have 2 of the 16-hour camo concealers. I have light sand and medium sand. These are great for obviously summer and winter. So I will be keeping both because I do really enjoy this concealer. I don't, however, like it under the eyes. It is just too heavy under the eyes. So if you do have skin on the older side, I wouldn't recommend putting this under your eyes unless you want to look cakey. Who knows? Maybe that's your thing. But yes, I will keep both of those. And also, while we are on e.l.f., I have the Hydrating Camo Concealer, and I have it in the shade, what do I have it in? Light Beige. I'm trying to work out, this is too deep, isn't it? Unfortunately, yes, I'm right. It is too dark. So yes, I'm going to have to declutter it. I do, however, love the formula. But yes, because it's a bit too dark, it is going in the declutter pile. So we are actually decluttering a concealer. Right, I have 3 of the Catrice True Skin high cover concealers. And I'm trying to work out which ones, because I know the Warm Beige definitely is a keep. And then I have this Cool Rose and Cool Almond. It's the Cool Almond that I can wear. So the Cool Rose I will declutter just purely based on colour and keep a hold of both of these because I love this concealer. So yes, I have the shades Warm Beige and Cool Almond, and yeah, they're just beautiful, and I can wear these under the eyes. I don't find that they make my under eyes look cakey or anything. They just look beautiful. So I will keep those two. So there's just the one in the declutter, and that's purely because it is too dark. And then the Colourpop Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Creamy Concealer. I really like this. It is, what shade? What shade do I have it in? Light 45W. Obviously this goes really well with the foundation. I love it. It's staying. It's not one of my absolute favourite concealers, but I do use it rather a lot. And then this is in with the concealers. This is one of my colour correctors, or my only colour corrector actually. So this one is in the shade Lilac. I use this, I get some yellow pigmentation, usually around my eyes, and this kind of cancels that out. I love it. The formula's amazing. So yeah, I will keep that. You only need the tiniest amount though if you use these colour correctors, the tiniest amount, like a pinhead. Yeah, don't go in heavy with these or you will look, well, lilac-y, I guess. But yes, I love this, and I will most definitely be keeping it. Okay, so next up is the Body Collection England Illuminating Under Eye Concealer. I am still on the fence with this one. I have it in the shade Light. It's quite a heavy or thick consistency, so I do need to try it out some more. At the moment I'm a little undecided, but I like to have drugstore alternatives, so I'm going to keep hold of this for now and try it out a few more times and yeah, see how it goes. Okay guys, so next up I have two of the SheGlam, what are they called, 12-hour full coverage concealer. I have coconut flakes and vanilla. Vanilla is a great brightening one. Coconut flakes is definitely too deep, so that one most definitely will go in the declutter, and the vanilla one will be staying. This is beautiful. I use it under my eyes and in the areas of my face that I just want to kind of brighten up. It's beautiful. I love it. I wouldn't say it's particularly got great coverage, but yes, if you want the coverage, this one has the coverage. Right, so moving on, there's this Madaj Beauty London. This is the Skin Perfect Photo Ready Concealer. I have it in the shade Medium Light Porcelain. I love this. This is so beautiful. This is another one that just looks beautiful under the eyes, and yeah, I recommend this a lot. It's just stunning, absolutely stunning. So yes, definitely keeping that one. Right, the Natasha Denona Transfix Matte Concealer. If I'm going for a very full coverage foundation look, this works beautiful along with. I can't use this under my eyes, it's way too matte. But yes, if I'm wanting to look glowy, this is not one that I would pick up. It definitely is a matte concealer, but yeah, I really enjoy it, and it's Natasha Denona. Next up is the e.l.f. Flawless Concealer. I can't get on with it. I don't know why. So yes, gonna part with that one. That one's going to in the declutter. I don't even need to think about it. Then I have this number 7. This is the Stay Perfect Concealer in the shade Calico. Now, I'm not a fan of stick concealers. However, this one, you can see, it's been used. This one I can get on board with. I don't put it straight on my face from the stick. I do get my concealer brush and kind of take some product from the stick onto the concealer brush. And it is beautiful. It has great coverage. It looks really nice on the skin. Yeah, I love it and I'm keeping it. Okay, and Okay, we are now on to my favourite concealer. So this is the Too Faced Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer. I have a backup of this. I have it in the shade Almond. Oh, this is the bomb. It covers everything. It is brilliant under the eyes. I just love it. Absolutely love it. To the point I have a backup. I don't have backups of many things, but I have a backup of this. So yes, definitely keeping that. And then finally for concealers, I have the Be Perfect Chroma Conceal Liquid Concealer. I have it in the shade N2. I love this. Both the foundation and the concealer have fast become favourites. So yes, 100% keeping that. So how have I done? Okay, I've decluttered 4 concealers. Not too bad. Okay guys, so now on to powders. I'm going to pull this one in first because this is from my box of shame. I haven't used this yet. This is the face powder from Metamorphosis, which is the US indie brand. Can I open this without breaking it? Without ripping it? Yeah, we're in there. I love the elephant on it. I do have a few products from Metamorphosis to try out, this being one of them. So obviously it's going nowhere. So yeah, I haven't tried it yet. So let's pop that to the side. It is in the shade Translucent. I can't remember if there were other shades or not, but yes, I picked that up. Right, this is an easy keep. The Fenty Beauty Pro Filter, what do you call it? Instant Retouch Setting Powder in the shade Butter. This smells... it's so shiny, sorry. So yeah, this smells amazing. I just always feel really bougie using it. I love using this more for the smell than anything, but it does leave your skin looking really flawless and kind of airbrushed. I love it. So yeah, that is staying. Oh, this one is a really easy keep. This is the She Glam Insta Ready Face and Under Eye Setting Powder Duo. So you've got the under eye powder in the top, and then if you unscrew it, you have the face powder in the bottom. It is so finely milled. It is so beautiful in the skin. She Glam absolutely smashed it with this. So I will keep that one. I do have, however, where is it? I'm sure I have another She Glam one that I... Yes, so this one is the Baked Glow Setting Powder in the shade Translucent. I think I'm far more likely to pick this one up, so I will declutter this one. There's nothing wrong with it. I absolutely loved it, but it just gets pushed aside for the Insta Ready one, so I will declutter that one. Okay, so next up, the Lottie London Ready Set Go setting powder. I really enjoyed this. It's a really nice affordable powder, and yeah, I'm going to be keeping that. Nice drugstore one there. And my absolute favourite powder, I have a backup of this, is the HMB Cosmetics Soft Focus Loose Powder. I have it in the shade 02 Translucent. This is like instant filter. As you are applying this, you can just see everything disappear. It is so beautiful. Yeah, this my absolute favourite powder ever. Yeah, even took over my Fenty as my favourite. So that's how good this is. Yes, I have a backup. So yeah, obviously that is going nowhere. Okay, so I have 2 of these Laura Mercier powders. I have the Translucent Loose Setting Powder and the Translucent Loose Setting Powder Glow. I don't use the glow. I just find it, well, just a bit too much. But I do, however, absolutely love just the Translucent Loose Setting Powder, not the non-glow version. So I'm going to keep the normal one and declutter the glow one. And then we have the Zoeva. This is the finishing powder in the shade Remarkable. I've only used this once so far. It does have colour to it. I do want to try it out just a bit more before I make my mind up. So yeah, going to keep hold of that one. Another easy keep is my Nabla Close Up Baking and Setting Powder. I have the translucent. I absolutely love this. Again, this is an indie brand, and as you know, I love to support indie brands, and it is an amazing setting powder, so I will be keeping that. This elf powder, it doesn't actually say what it is, it just says Fair Light. I think I can part ways with this. I don't ever reach for it. I do I have other drugstore terms? I have the She Glam and the Lottie London. So yes, I am going to declutter this powder. And oh, this one. Okay, so this one is more of a finishing powder. I think it's actually called that. Skin Finish Luminescence. This is beautiful, absolutely beautiful. If I can open it, it has got, it's like this bait formula, but it's got a really nice kind of sheen to it that looks, it doesn't look unnatural, it's just really nice. I forget I've got it, but I really do need to use this more often because it does give your face a really nice glow. So I will be keeping that. Then next up I have this Revolution Pro Pressed Finishing Powder. Just looks really pale. Does it say it has a... No, it just says Pressed Finishing Powder. I picked this up thinking it was the one that Missa raved about. It's not. I do enjoy it, but I'm far more likely to reach for this one. So I will declutter the Pressed Finishing Powder. Okay, and now we have another indie brand, this OPV Beauty London. This is the loose setting powder in translucent. This is a really beautiful powder. Yeah, I'm not parting with it. It's beautiful. And then we have the Catrice Nude Illusion loose setting powder in transparent matte. This is beautiful. I'm always recommending this because it is so affordable, it's so finely milled, and it makes your skin look beautiful. So I am going to keep a hold of that. Also Juvia's Place, this is the I Am Magic setting powder in the shade White Sands. Yeah, I love this. Another one that looks absolutely gorgeous on the skin. Is this finely milled? I'm trying to remember. It is pretty finely milled. But I love this, so not going anywhere. Not doing fantastically well here. Wow. Okay, so next up is another UK indie brand. This is Makeup by Lisa. The finishing powder is the matte one. I don't know if she does another one. I received this in PR and I love this. This is so beautiful. Another really finely milled powder. And yeah, another indie brand, so definitely keeping that. And we have another UK indie brand. So this is Madaj Beauty London. This is the HD Loose Setting Powder. HD Loose Powder, no colour. This is beautiful, so finely milled. I highly recommend it. Again, Madaj Beauty does just amazing products. I'm very fortunate to be on their PR list. However, I did buy this myself. It's beautiful. And finally, I have, this is another finishing powder. It's the Flawless Finishing Powder in Translucent. It's number 7, and it just looks like this. It is super fine, finely milled, really soft, beautiful. Yeah, I'm going to be keeping hold of that. And so, how many powders have we decluttered? 4. That's not bad. That's not bad. I'm happy with that. Okay, we're on to setting sprays. And I won't be parting with any of these because I do only have 5. So I've got the Morphe Mattifying Continuous Setting Mist. This is brilliant. It holds your makeup on all day. It's really nice. Yeah, not really much else I can say about that. The Urban Decay All Nighter. Oh my god, this is amazing for making your makeup last all day and just stay exactly where it is. It smells horrible, but it's worth it for the longevity of my makeup. But yeah, it's not a pleasant smell at all. I wasn't prepared for that, but I will be keeping it because it works amazingly well. I just wish it smelled better. And then there is the Too Faced Hangover 3-in-1 Replenishing Primer and Setting Spray. I don't use it as a primer, I only use it as a setting spray. It smells absolutely divine. I love it. I think half the time I use this, it is sorry, the puppy is trying to play with the cat. He is not having any of it. Anyways, half the time I use this, I use it because I love to smell it. It is really, really good. Yeah, not going anywhere. Oh, crikey. And then the last two are drugstore options. So I have the Makeup Obsession So Dope Makeup Fixing Spray. It is with cannabis sativa. I really enjoy this. It is a really great, affordable setting spray. So yeah, that is staying. And finally, as you can see, I really like this because it's nearly finished. This is the Catrice Prime and Fine Multi-Talent Fixing Spray. I really enjoy this. The spray on it is a little bit clunky, so you do have to be careful. You'll end up with like spots of it on your face. So if you use a beauty blender, it's probably better to, once you've sprayed, go over it with the beauty blender to kind of press it in, because yeah, it's a bit clunky. But it's really good and really affordable. So yes, that will be staying. Okay guys, so how have we done? So my declutter pile consists of, we have 4 setting powders and then 4 concealers. The foundations, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 foundations, concealers, foundations, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 primers. So I am actually pretty happy with how I've done. Okay guys, so you have now seen my collection and declutter. Let me know what you think. How do you think I did? So I've got a cat trying to love me right now. Yeah, let me know what you think. I think I did okay, but we shall see. Anyways, if you've liked this video, please do give it a like, thumbs up. That really helps me out. If you are new and you haven't subscribed already, then please do hit the subscribe button. Come and join the family. And yeah, thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you're all having a great day, great evening, wherever you are and whatever you're doing. I hope you're taking care of yourselves. I will see you again very, very soon. Goodbye.